I was floating in the void for so long, I could barely remember my name. But someone reached out and pulled me back from the brink, so I instinctively grabbed their hand, and they pulled me to the warm, soft light. It had been eons since I last saw his light, Mursa's light. And then, boom, I found myself here. Where is here? Who are you? Was that hand yours? And since I'm alive, now what? Yeah. I get the feeling that by going with you, I can see Mursa again.
Come on, spare me some change! Come on, spare me some change! Go to hell!
His kind heart was the real deal. He wasn't the common gutter trash so many others are. I hated those older than me. They were all greedy and gluttonous, and I was on the same damned path.
Is this your first time in Merseburg?
Merseburg? Then this town was founded by Mursa?
Founded? Oh no. This town was named in honor of the man who gave his life to defeat Saruin. The knights who protect Merseburg aspire to be just like him.
Mursa saved the world. It's no surprise that his deeds would stick with people. He really was something else.
Oh, don't you think the view from here is lovely? Baron Eugen was said to be very fond of it.
Eugen, huh? Never pegged him for the type to admire the scenery.
Fancy that, talking about those long dead as if they were still walking among us.
Eugen was a real pain in the keister. Loved telling us things we didn't want to hear. But when a man's right, he's right. And he was Mursa's most trusted confidant, so it's not like I could avoid him. After it was all over, Eugen probably came here to relive those days. Must have been one hell of a burden for him to bear. Mursa fought day and night to protect those close to him. And when the Lord chose him, he hesitated. What would happen to those he worked so hard to keep safe? He wasn't a fool. He knew that peace and prosperity aren't owed to people just because they wish for it. And that's why he left Eugen in charge of everything. Mursa put on a brave face, but I saw the look in his eyes. Damn him. Why do you have to worry about me so much? I played at being his equal, but deep down, I knew I was just holding him back. Look at those spiny things! We've got to save the village!
You got what I asked for?
Ah, look who it is! Don't worry, the shipment came in just fine. I'll bring the goods over in a bit.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Eklings live in peace with humans here? Huh. Who would have thought, Mursa? World's different without Saruin around. This is why we fought. This is why we shed so much blood. This place is just like it used to be. Makes sense. Altars to Allure don't just vanish into thin air. I remember when Allure told Mursa to make sure he was ready for the ascent. But let me tell you, he was born ready. Took him a while to work up the courage to come here, though. Some people laughed and called him a scaredy cat. I suppose even he smiled at that. there was one thing he wasn't scared of. It was Alora's trials and the battle against Sarwin. He was just worried about who the best people to accompany him were. I remember that countless innocents fled to the south to escape Sarwin's influence. It seems their descendants live here to this very day. Well, I'll be damned. The jewel beast was real. And it was fearsome indeed. Is there nothing Sarwin won't corrupt? There was an altar to Sarwin here. Should be the perfect way to reach him. Easy enough to say, but twice as hard to do. Just like it was with the altar to Alor. I went with Myrsa all the way to the altar, cracking countless skulls along the way. And that's where we parted. He told me to stay and take up the rear vanguard. I did it gladly. As long as I could serve Myrsa, that was enough. So this castle was built on the ruins of Sarwin's altar. This is my staff. They protected it for countless centuries. All this time, they treasured it. He'd probably even be a little embarrassed. Then he'd go off somewhere to sulk. And Yugen and I would chase after him. That's how it always went. Every single time.